Yes, well, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Yes, I will. Look, stop going on about it. I told you, I will deal with it. Yes, first thing Monday morning. Okay, goodbye. Right, Scareglow! Scareglow, come here immediately.
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay, listen to me, you luminous lunatic. I've just had an extremely uncomfortable telephone conversation with the owner of the butterfly farm. Apparently, someone matching your description visited them this morning and was observed acting very suspiciously. The staff have just completed the afternoon butterfly welfare check and found 36 of their animals dead, with terrified expressions on their little faces. It appears that they were all frightened to death. I have some questions. Did you visit the butterfly farm this morning?
Which one, Skeletor?
Scareglow, there is only one butterfly farm on Eternia. Were you at that one?
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay, next question. Do you have the ability to frighten living creatures to death?
Oh, yes, Skeletor. I'm very good at doing that.
Okay, but with that in mind, do you like terrifying butterflies?
I've never seen a terrifying butterfly, Skeletor.
No, you fool! I'm asking if you enjoy scaring them to death.
Oh, yes, Skeletor. In fact, I'm working on a new death stare for use against flying insects, and I've been practicing it all morning.
At the butterfly farm?
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay. How did your new technique perform?
Oh, very well, Skeletor. I had a 100% success rate.
I see. Do you think you might have perfected the technique after, 5 attempts?
Yes, Skeletor. Easily. I never miss.
That's great. Did you go on to practice a further 31 times?
Yes, Skeletor. I wanted to eliminate the possibility of beginner's luck.
Okay, so if I understand the situation correctly, you visited the butterfly farm this morning with the express intention of practicing your new death stare, and during your visit were able to successfully murder 36 possibly rare butterflies with your face.
Yes, Skeletor. Exactly. Am I in trouble?
Yes, of course you are. Whiplash and Beastman have already between them eaten 28.5 specimens belonging to that business, and your killing spree this morning means that I, for some reason not fully explained in the script, am being held responsible for the demise of 64.5 animals. I have not yet received the invoice for compensation, but the owner estimates the total would be somewhere between 18 and 21,000 Eternian credits. I cannot challenge this because I have no experience of collecting live butterflies. I can't even deduct the money from your paychecks because I don't pay you anything. Fuck!
Is that the end of the storyline, Skeletor?
Yes, get out of my sight before I beat you.
Hello, everybody. I have an important announcement to make, so please listen carefully and help us to avoid a potential disaster. This week, Skeletor has received so many questions that he will be unable to respond to everybody without making an unreasonably long episode. We understand that some of you enjoy the longer episodes, but these are very time-consuming to produce, and unfortunately, the YouTube analytics indicate that a significant percentage of viewers click away after a few minutes. In an attempt to combat this, we have decided to split the questions over 2 episodes. If you have submitted a question that is not featured this week, it will be answered next week in episode 105. To avoid a bottleneck situation, please refrain from sending any questions this week so that Skeletor can have an opportunity to catch up. We really appreciate your contributions, and we couldn't make the show without you. We hope you understand our predicament and will be patient with us. Thanks for watching, and please continue to choose SkeleTalk for your Sunday entertainment. On with the show.
Greetings! I am Skeletor, and this is Skeletor, the series where I answer your questions. Shh, it's the internet's best kept secret. Okay, this week marks the 2-year anniversary of the show. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Stop it! Right, let's crack on. We start with a question from
Skeletor.
What is it, Beastman?
Skeletor, we've just received a telegram from General Stephen Jones of the Expansion Division. It seems he has been captured non-specifically.
What's a telegram? Never mind, go on.
Stephen asks if you could call Jennifer Lawrence and explain that he won't be able to go antiquing with her this weekend.
Okay.
He also asks if you could take his place, as she gets quite randy after going antiquing and will be expecting a session of rigorous lovemaking.
Oh, terrific. General, not only is your capture inconveniently timed, leaving us short-handed during a particularly sticky expansion, but due to a current court order, I am not allowed to contact Jennifer Lawrence until I have paid the fines and completed my community service. Please try to be less selfish in the future. I will have your standby uniform dry cleaned and pressed in time for your return, and your absence period will be deducted from your holiday allowance. Stop being captured. Next. Paul Wilson writes, the show's second anniversary celebrations are about to start when the elevator gets stuck. What items do you have in your party bag, and how do you use them to escape? Well, my party bag would contain both Dukes of Hazzard wrist racers, an inflatable chair, a condom, and a book about horses. My escape plan would be as follows. Step 1. Inflate the inflatable chair using the power of my lungs. Step 2. Sit on the floor and play with the Dukes of Hazzard wrist racers for 9 to 11 minutes, or until my knees begin to hurt. Step 3. Stretch the condom over the top third of my skull like a horrifying hat. Step 4. Press the elevator's alarm button. Step 5. Sit upon the inflatable chair and read the book about horses until help arrives. Step 6. Make no acknowledgement that I am wearing a condom on my head. Thanks, Paul. Grey Hulk wants to know what Nicolas Cage did to get banned from the butterfly farm. Well, apparently Cage was preemptively banned because his pheromones are known to disrupt the ovulation cycle of female butterflies and moths. This confuses the male insects and makes them fly all weird. Thanks for the question. Alex James writes, is it true that you met Whiplash, Evil Lynn, and Ronald McDonald at the same Thompson Twins concert back in the 80s? No, Alex, this is not accurate. I met Evil Lynn at a Grateful Dead concert in the late 70s, and I first encountered Whiplash in Eternia's Vile Marsh. He startled me while I was masturbating furiously across the desolate landscape. I met Ronald McDonald in the September of 1981 in a shoe shop. He startled me while I was masturbating furiously into one of a pair of sandals. Thanks, Alex. Weapon Zero wants to know if I'd rather drown in hot ramen broth or be buried alive in peanut butter. Well, funnily enough, I would rather not expire under either of these circumstances, but I suppose I would choose the broth because I don't like being sticky. Thanks, Weapon. The Wire asks, did you have anything to do with Taylor Swift's absence from her boyfriend's football game this weekend? No. No, I don't know anything about that. Why? What have you heard? Oh, hold that thought. There's a squirrel I must go and look at. New contributor K-Dog Broadcasting asks, what is your favourite tequila? And do you eat the worm? Well, my favourite brand is the one someone else is paying for. And no, I have never eaten the worm because I am not a bird, a lizard, or indeed anything that would eat a worm. Thank you for checking. I believe it is your round. Thanks, K-Dog. Andrew asks, what sort of formal wear do you own? Is it different on Eternia? Well, Andrew, rather boringly, our formal attire is very similar to that found on Earth. Here is a photo of me at a red carpet event. And here is a photo of Beastman in his Sunday best. Thanks for the question. Cobra Commander asks, do you own a chainsaw? Is it gas or electric? And do you have a sludge hammer? Well, I do not own any chainsaws, as I do not like noisy things. Trapjaw has several chainsaws. And I'm afraid I do not know what a sludge hammer is.
Skeletor!
What, Whiplash?
I think he means a sledgehammer.
I know what he means. I'm being pedantic.
Yes, Skeletor.
Magnificent Ninny Gerard O'Connor left me a voice message saying he plans to join forces with other ninnies to produce a rival show called Ninny Talk, and asks if I have any tips. Yes, Gerard, my advice would be to stop being from Ireland, because nobody understands what you're saying.
Skeletor,
What, Spirit of Whiplash?
Gerard has a gorgeous accent, which is a pleasure to listen to.
Shut up, Spirit of Whiplash. I will not publicly acknowledge that. I'm trying to upset him.
And he's very handsome.
I know! Shut up! Fuck off! God, I hope Gerard doesn't do a YouTube show. He'd be inundated with Fanny. God, I hate him. Ben Stutley has no question, but writes, "Thank you for your answers, twice round the sun. Much appreciated." Yeah, you are welcome, Ben. And thank you for the conversation that inspired the creation of this channel. Quick round of applause for Ben. Okay, stop it now. Right, in a minute I need to make a quick announcement. But first, Des T has a very astute question. He asks, after having a bath or shower, what colour towel would dry you the best? Yeah, now that is a very good question. My first choice would be a mid to dark blue. Not only is this the best for attracting water, it is also easier to see which areas of the towel have become dampened, allowing better use of the drying area. My second and third choices would be dark grey and black, for the same reason. However, the most important factor is that the towel should not have been washed using fabric conditioner, as this has waterproofing qualities that will reduce the towel's potential for absorbency. Thanks, Des. Okay, that's all we have time for this week. And if your question was not answered this time, don't worry, I still have the rest and will address them next week. If you could hold fire with any questions this week so that we can catch up, that would be helpful. If you're still able to leave a positive comment, that would be appreciated. The channel is struggling, and every comment, thumbs up, and share really does help the video's performance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week. So, until next time, get out of my sight before I beat you. And your killing spree this morning means that I, for some reason not fully explained in the script, am being held responsible for the invoice. Oh, motherfucker.